Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, its valuations against the US dollar, yet another bounce off the 20-day moving average. If you like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, we've talked about this. It's not the first time that it has happened. We saw a bounce off the 20-day on the 19th of August, but for now, we have yet another bounce, and this bounce seems to look like comparable to the last one. We moved up about 8% against the dollar, and now we have broken $50,000. Yesterday we also broke 50,000, I believe. Yeah, just over. But right now we're also breaking it. So yeah, $50,000 is a big milestone. However, I wouldn't get so excited, not because I think it's going down, but obviously the number to beat is 64,000 so a $50,000 Bitcoin is great, but we've seen it do better. On the bright side, okay, on the bright side of this, if you're an altcoin holder, as long as Bitcoin is below this line of $64,000, I think it's a pretty good environment for altcoins, and you can kind of see that happening for the past few days, right? Ethereum had an impressive few days. Chainlink also had an impressive few days. Uniswap also, but now it's coming back down. Cardano also having a fantastic time. You see Celsius Network token also bouncing, and so on and so forth. With that said, as long as Bitcoin is below the 20 above the 20-week moving average and below the prior all-time high, it seems to be that it's a great environment for altcoins. And right now we're well above, not well above, but we are above the 20-week moving average. We're about 20% now above the 20-week moving average. We're slowly extending ourselves from the 20 week. The 20-week moving average is still trending down. So it'll be interesting to see for the next few weeks that eventually the 20-week moving average will bottom out, flatten out, and then start trending itself back up and start catching up with the price. For the if you take the last 3 weeks, we've just been, pretty much around this area. It'll also show us in a few weeks whether this price movement is sideways, right? Like we're up 4% for the week. Is next week going to be like last week where we're down, 1%, 2%? Who knows? But if we do start moving sideways, then it would be even further evidence and support for the argument that this is a pretty good situation for altcoins. And obviously we've been talking about altcoins a lot, and not necessarily with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is it had its move, and now it's kind of slowly moving up, but also could be moving sideways. So I'd like to give it a few more weeks until we get a more definitive answer on what Bitcoin's going to do. We also are now in the month of September. The month of August is now behind us. We are up 13.66% for the month of August. And now for the month of September, we're up about 7%. So this is quite interesting. It's our third green monthly candle. Not so much to take away from the monthly. I mean, we can obviously look at the relative strength index, the RSI, that can help determine macro tops. And as you can see, we're far away from that, right? The RSI is at 68.91. To get any form of macro top on Bitcoin, we would have to have hit 90 plus on the RSI. So far away from the market cycle top still. There's a lot of room to grow. There's a lot of time that we have, which is great for everybody, I think. It gives you time to accumulate should you want to. And if you're not, you can always keep that earning interest somewhere, whether it's like wrapped Bitcoin and throwing it onto the Ethereum network, or using a centralized finance platform. And over time, you gain interest and more Bitcoin. And so the longer it takes, the longer more interest you can garner off your assets. So I think uh, having time is probably a luxury to have in this market because things move very very quickly. And it doesn't give you a lot of time to accumulate or to set your positions, etc. So take advantage of that. There's no need to rush into anything. Having said that, it's entirely up to you on how you want to build your portfolio, especially if you do not have a portfolio in cryptocurrencies yet. There's plenty of videos out there on how to build your portfolio. As for me, I keep it very simple, or try to keep it very simple. Start with Bitcoin. You need a core position in Bitcoin. In times, in most times, you'd want macro Bitcoin. So Bitcoin that consists that for me it was half. About half of my entire portfolio was in Bitcoin. I'm reducing that now. I reduce it to maybe 30% Bitcoin. In times like these where Bitcoin is above the 20-week, underneath the prior all-time high, it's not going crazy, and altcoins are doing very well. You want to get exposure on your altcoins. After you get your core position in Bitcoin, pick a handful of altcoins that you think will do well, and start accumulating those, right? Start accumulating those, and then once those increase in valuation, depending on what levels you want to set for yourself, you sell it back into Bitcoin and etc. That's why I like altcoins like Ethereum that have these dips. Oh, that have these dips. I should change this to the weekly. Um, have these dips where you can sell at tops and then buy back in at a lower Bitcoin valuation, further increasing your Bitcoin position. But anyways, uh, Bitcoin is doing what I personally would like it to see. I'd like to see my altcoin positions further increase in valuation, um, and Bitcoin doing exactly what it is doing right now, being above the 20-week, being bullish, and being underneath the prior all-time high are great things to have if you want altcoins to move. I mean, look, today even Litecoin is moving. Crazy. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.